And I'm not gonna lie, life is hard, but that's life. Life be life, and it's up to us to decide. I mean, we got choices to make how we're going to live our life, how our life is, the things we do, how it's going to affect us later, and our children and other people around us, our family, our friends, our associates, anybody that come in contact with us. You know what I'm saying? And I just say, I don't dwell on the past. What I do from the past is I learn. The past is a learning lesson. It's not where you're supposed to be. It's not where you're supposed to live. That's not where your mindset's supposed to be. You got to learn how to heal, do your inner work, your shadow work, and use that everything that you learn and apply it to your life. Like, even if it's something bad, that's something bad you can use to know how to not let that happen again, or not put yourself in that situation, or not make the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? um or not be around certain people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things, and then even from the good things, well, everybody know you can learn things from the good things, but even from the bad things, so I say let go and let God. And it's easy to say that. And I understand that sometimes it's hard to do. But if you of a learning experience and use that as a stepping stone, then you can get past it. You know what I'm saying? And make sure and use it as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? And don't dwell on the negative. Don't dwell on the bad, because if you do, then you're lowering your vibration. I've gotten to a point where, I've been through a lot. A lot of people have been through a lot. I'm not saying that I've been through more, or I'm not weighing it. I'm not a competitor. I don't compete with anybody. People, and sometimes you'll get people out there that tries to compete with you and you don't even realize it, but because you're not paying attention, you'll get to that point. I mean, anybody can get to that point that, it's like the I don't give a F, you know, mentality. Actually, it's not a mentality, it's just a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's a no nonsense type. And it's growth. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're being mean or arrogant or anything like that. You just don't want to tolerate no bull crap. Been through enough bull crap. You can see it, you can smell it. You don't want to. And if you don't, then you got a choice if you have to. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then another thing, pick and choose your battles. Some things aren't even battles. You know what I'm saying? Some things, like, even if you got enemies, a lot of times enemies are battling with themselves. They're competing with themselves and don't even realize it. And then when they realize it, then they'll feel how dumb it is. But if you make sure that you don't do that, or don't accept that, make sure that you block it out, ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to let stuff happen, because if you do, then it's not so much you're waiting for somebody to fall into their own pit that they dug for you, but it's because when they do fall, that's their learning experience. You feel what I'm saying? And then also, it shows you who they really are. When people do things, that's who they are. They're telling you exactly who they are. You know what I'm saying? At that point. And I'm not going to say that they're going to be like that forever. But I don't care to wait around to find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm the move on type of person. I don't go backwards, I go forward. And I consider every situation a stepping stone, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Um, Bad people, to me, are stepping stones. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm whatever energy or bad or negative they do, I'm stepping on that and stepping over that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to step on stuff to keep moving forward. Sometimes you can just step over stuff that is not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? So you pick and choose your battles wisely. And And don't worry about what the next person is doing. That's another thing. People is so much into gossiping and caring about what people think and yada 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 and all that stuff. Let all that go. Worry about you and what you're supposed to be doing and working on self. You can't work on self if you're worrying about other people. You're working on what they're doing. You're focused on what they're doing, on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then that can lead to jealousy and envy. That's low vibrational. And you're going to attract low vibrational people. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be high vibrational, and then the low vibrational people are, how can I say that? Because I don't want to say it the wrong way. Okay, because I'm just straight to the to the point, but I do know sometimes I gotta say things, especially on social media, to in a certain way, because I know there's some sensitive people out there, and I'm not a sensitive person. Like, I'm not real sensitive like most people. I'm not emotional like most people. I'm more uh it's not that I don't care. It's just that I don't care about bullcrap. I don't care about nonsense. I don't care about these worldly things and these little insignificant blunder or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you'll get to a point when stuff will just roll on off your back, or it just bounce right back off of you, and you won't have a care in the world. You won't even pay attention to. I mean, you'll notice different things that's going on around you, but at the same time, that does not have to define you. You don't have to lower yourself to anybody else's standards. And that's what enemies, that's what jealousy and greedy people and people that do, all this that wants all this chaos is, it's demonic. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even know it. And some people know it and don't even care. And that's the saddest part. That's really low vibration. When you know it and you don't even care that you're doing all this wicked evil stuff. That's, I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't deal with people like that. I don't associate with people like that. But because if you are high vibrational, your light is going to shine brighter. The closer you get to God, the higher your vibration is. The closer you get to God, the more your light is going to shine. And people are going to want to try to get into your light, but can't nobody dim your light but you. Nobody could dim your light but you. That means that's just like the saying, you're your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? So, but spiritually, it's dimming your light. Just being straight up is you're your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of life lessons that's in the Bible that can teach you things that you're going through every day, because there's people that's been through all these different things in life. And I guarantee you, this day and age, people has been through at least three things that or yeah, three things that three people in the Bible done been through in their life, and nobody can say that they haven't. They've experienced at least three of them things. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never know if you don't read the Bible. The Bible, it teaches you a lot more. It's spiritual, and it's biblical, but it's like biblical lessons before leaving Earth, literally. You know what I'm saying? So you can apply that in any type of way of your life and use that. And I don't know, things, you'll get to a point where you see things for the way they are, and okay, well, remember, okay, I love this. God grants you the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change things you can, and wisdom to know the difference. Is like knowing how to pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Pick and choose right from wrong. Pick and choose what you're gonna do. You got choices to make. You know what I'm saying? And it's all up to you. It's not up to the next person. If you leave it up to the next person, then you're just a puppet. Then you're letting something else control you, other than God. And you yourself can do what what you can do better than anybody else because it's you doing it. Just like, okay, if you want something done a certain way, can't nobody do it the exact same way that you want it because it's not you doing it. You feel what I'm saying? I hope people is grasping what I'm saying. And these are just little basic little things. It's not even, I'm not even getting deep into stuff. I'm just, because I'm just seeing so many basic people with these basic entities that's controlling them. You know what I'm saying? And there's things, little things that you can do, all those little things you can do to work on yourself to make things better and greater. You know what I'm saying? But you got to want to do it. And if you don't put in the work, then that means you don't want it bad enough. And that's straight up. That means you want to keep living in the matrix. You're not trying to let go. You're trying to be like somebody or something that you're not. That's not who you're supposed to be. That's not who you are. That's not what you are. You know what I'm saying? Stop being fake. Be authentic, genuine. Stop trying to be like anybody else. Period. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be like anybody, then I want to be like God. I don't want to be God. I want to be like God. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, in perfect harmony and peace and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that He has to offer. And another thing, okay, the reason why I'm not lonely is because I'm not alone. All my life, there's like, I've been through group homes, shelter homes, I've been homeless even as a child. You know what I'm saying? Unloved, all that different stuff. And I learned as a child that you can't buy love and you can't force people to love you. And sometimes if you have nobody to love you, God will always love you. God is my constant. He has always been my consistent. The only one in my whole life who's ever been there and never let me down, never failed me. Now I know I done been through some things, and but that's part of life. But at the same time, He's still been there. He's always pulled me out. He's always been there to lift me up. He's always been there to catch me, to pick me up, to comfort me, to heal me, to give me the love that I need. You know what I'm saying? And that is fulfilling for me. And that can't no person, human being on earth do that for me at all. Not one human being. And I got my angelic family, the holy ones. I'm just saying, but you won't know unless you connect. You gotta connect, but you gotta disconnect from this worldly stuff. That's the thing. You can't, like, you have one shoe here, one shoe there. It's not gonna work. Point blank. Period. And whatever you do behind closed doors is not like you're not being seen. You're not being watched. Maybe by not human eyes probably can't see you, but I'm saying it's everything spiritual, baby. You can't hide nothing. I used to be to the point where I didn't want to undress and take baths because I just felt like I was being because I know that there's spirits that's watching us, there's angels that's watching us. I know God is watching us, sees all. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even want to be undressed in the shower naked. You know what I'm saying? But then I just got to the point where I was born naked. You know what I'm saying? When I die, I'm gonna be still. You know what I'm saying? I'm just it doesn't matter. So be careful what you say, and it doesn't matter if it's you're saying it to someone else or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why gossiping is witchcraft. It's straight up witchcraft. Telling lies is straight up witchcraft. Talking about people and in a negative and saying speaking negative things is witchcraft. You feel what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful with a lot of different things. It's them little things, though. I'm telling you, this is just the basics. I'm only hitting the basic stuff. I haven't got deep into nothing yet. But this is just the basics that will help you be where you and be where you are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is like a starter. I'm like a starter kit right now, just trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? But okay, cool. Cause but And then you'll have this peace, is pilling. You'll have this peace, like in the midst of the chaos. You will be calm when everything's chaotic because you have this inner peace. You will not, I mean, you have control over, so you'll be stronger to control, like withstand temptation, negativity. You will be able to discern a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to see things that other people can't see, spiritually, physically. And I'm just saying that it's like you wearing the armor of God, but you got to surrender to the Most High. That's the thing. Everybody is going to have to, if you want to be down, you're going to have to surrender. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way. And it's like, I don't have the poem right now, but I know it's in the Bible. It's not just a poem, but it's scripture, but it is about dying to self. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dying to self, you got to let go of this, that, and the other, not let stuff get to you and bother you and stuff like that. I know you're human. Sometimes stuff can try to bother me for this, like, I don't let it bother me for 3 seconds because Holy Spirit comforts me and let me know, no, this, you know what I'm saying? So it's that tight, that it's that good. You know what I'm saying? So, and I go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of attacks, different ways, but you know, when you're doing evil and you're doing wicked, you don't realize that you're the actual attacker, and then karma, that's going to end up coming right back around on you, especially when you're dealing with people like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the only one that's like this, especially when you like me. And I'm not just saying that because this is personal. I'm saying this because that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Biblically speaking, and you can look in Psalms, it'll tell you that. So, at the same time, and then it also, I don't know why people just don't believe that. Okay, so we're at the end. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people still do the things that they do and not pay attention. And you can live in a worldly world and you see all the stuff that's going on, and that's proof that this is the end, and you're still messing up, willingly messing up. And then I don't know if you're waiting to the last minute to say, "Oh Lord, forgive me." Dude, you're waiting too late. I'm saying Lord is gonna forgive you, but at the same time, you forgetting about the karma and about, you know what I'm saying? Judgment is just right around the corner. As a matter of fact, it's not even right around the corner. Judgment is already here. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And people aren't realizing there's steps to this. There's prophecies being fulfilled during the judgment, and people are not paying attention to what's going on. Not paying attention, and you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. What do you expect? You're, I mean, if you don't care, I mean, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this: you lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Point blank. Period. I can teach you and tell you my experience and whatever. I can speak to I'm blue in the face. I'm not fixing to do all that. Straight up, I ain't got time for that. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, point blank. Period. And then you do what you do, because at the end of the day, that's you. That's your soul. That's your whatever you're doing. Everybody is not, you're not going to be judged as a group, you're going to be judged individually. So I'm just saying, that's you that have to suffer, or you that's going to have to, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying. And then with I'm just like this. I don't care. I don't want no animals eating on me. I don't want no creatures eating me, eating my flesh while I'm still alive and I'm just suffering. I can't do nothing. I don't want to be burning in hell and can't, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm sorry. I ain't going through enough just living this life. That is not the way. And just it's not funny, but I'm just saying people just need to get because they're just doing stupid stuff. And this is the end. I'm just saying, dude, you waiting until it's too late to do stuff about it, and you already know you can do stuff, do something, and y'all acting like y'all just don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets me. And then with the anger, people need to control their anger. Control that. Stop being envious and jealous of people. Stop being greedy. My goodness gracious. Greed is another thing. These are things. Come on now. Deadly sins. Really? I'm saying that a sin is a sin, but these are deadly sins. Don't make no sense whatsoever. I'm not going. That's point blank to it. I ain't going with nobody. I ain't holding nobody's hand to hell. I'm not doing it. That's out of the question. That's not where I'm going. And, being around people that are like that is not for me. You know what I'm saying? I can try to help people as much as I can. But at the same time, it's at the end of the day, it's your choice of what you want to do. At the end of the day, I just pray that people make better choices because I don't want nobody going to hell. I don't want anybody getting ate. I don't want any of these bad things happen to people. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not going to see it because I'm not going to be there, but at the same time, I don't want it to happen to people. I want the best for people. I want people to shine bright, be the best that they can be, to be authentic and genuine. You know what I'm saying? Be like more, you know what I'm saying? God made us in his image. He didn't do it for a reason, no reason. I mean, point blank, period. Don't waste what God has given you and the sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, that he's made, the things that he's done. Who you think got you out of things when you didn't know, and no human being got you out of certain situations? Who do you think did that? You didn't do it. Nobody else did it. God did it. People don't recognize it be them little things, and sometimes them little things add up to big things. God give you chances after chances after chances, keep saving you, I'm just saying, and then people just give them their butt to kiss. Like he ain't nothing. That ain't cool at all. Not by a long shot. Not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And damn sure ain't funny. That's for sure. So, that's why I don't mind helping people, but I like myself because I'm a different type of being. I'm a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, but I just live and be in a state of difference than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would like to be around more people that's like me. But people want to lie and steal and cheat and scam and con and hurt and kill and all that different stuff. I'm not with all that. Don't need it. Don't need to be around anybody that's like that. Don't want to. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing for me. They can't do nothing for themselves but go downhill. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no help to go downhill. I can do that on my own if I choose to. But that's not my choice. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if people think I'm mean, arrogant, or whatever. Think whatever you want. I really don't care what anybody think about me. You know what I'm saying? That's you. That's your problem, not mine. Just straight up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if people talk about me. Why? Because that's them talking. That's their business. That's how they feel. So what? You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna make me feel any type of way. It just lets me know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Somebody show you who they are. That's who they are. That's the type of person they are. That don't mean you got to get mad at it and all that different stuff. You better than that. You know what I'm saying? Be better than that. If you do better, you'll be better, and vice versa. If you be better, you'll do better. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And then you just got to remember that you're better than that. You know, it's not saying that you're better than somebody else, but you're better than that. That's for sure. Anybody that's doing good and following God is better than anybody is doing better. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Anybody that's doing good and following God is doing better than anybody that is not. Let's put it like that. Okay. And that's straight up. God brought you into this world, and He's the one that's going to take you out. And that's real talk. When He's ready for you to go, you out of here. You ain't got no control over it whatsoever. You didn't have no control coming into this being created, coming into this world. You're not going to have no control going out of it. And that's just straight facts. I guess I don't have too much to talk about. Oh, I got an alert warning saying in live now to avoid suspension. So I guess I'm talked too much, done told too much, but I'm just being real. So I'm fixing to end this live, and y'all make sure you stay prayed up and do the right thing. Make better choices. Be better so you do better. Peace.